This is To the Points with Jerry Azumah, and here are my top bets for tonight's NFL primetime matchup. All right, guys, it's the last Monday Night Football game of the season. The Los Angeles Rams take on the Atlanta Falcons. The Rams are favored by 7.5, and 49.5 is the point total for this contest. Now, let's get right to the points. Now, last week, the Rams lost to Seattle in overtime, and the Falcons won at Arizona. Now, the Rams, they're a fine football team with the number one offense in the NFL. They battled the Seahawks last week in epic fashion, but came up a little short. Now they'll seek to destroy the Falcons to get back on the winning train. Now, the Rams quarterback, Matthew Stafford, he threw for over 450 yards and 3 touchdowns. And the offense has put up over 37 points in 3 straight games. Stafford's go-to wide receivers are Devontae Adams, who was hurt last week and did not play, and Puka Nacua, who last week put up some incredible numbers against a very good defense. He is heavily targeted and extremely productive when he gets the football in his hands. Now, he will be the go-to target for this matchup, and I think it'll be interesting to see how the Atlanta defense pressures Stafford and controls Puka Nacua. Now, Puka leads the NFL with 114 catches, and the Falcons secondary is a little shaky due to some injuries. The Rams have a nice collection of wideouts, and they will distribute the ball to their tight ends. Now, offensive coordinator Mike LaFleur and head coach Sean McVay, together they run a very versatile offense that utilizes motion, misdirection, and they try to create mismatches. They're a really nice thing to watch, especially when the offense gets clicking. Now, on the flip, Atlanta has their go-to guy in Bijan Robinson. He's a dual-threat running back, and he leads the NFL in scrimmage yards per game. Now, a stat that's very interesting to me is that Robinson has at least 100 combined rushing and receiving yards in 10 games this season. Dude is a home run hitter, so it'll be interesting to see how they keep him in check. Tyler Algier is running back number 2, and he's a nice change of pace to the offense that they will utilize often. Now, the goal for the Falcons will be to establish the run first and foremost. If they get it going, they can slow this game down and control the clock, which is exactly what they want to do. Now, last week, the Rams' run defense did not perform well. They gave up over 170 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, they'll need to do better than that tonight because if these running backs get going, they will make them pay. Outside of that, the Rams' secondary are ball hawks, and the D-line is aggressive at getting after the quarterback. Kirk Cousins, he will be at the helm for the Falcons, and he is not a bad game manager. He will be looking for Kyle Pitts, who is a dynamic playmaker, along with Drake London. Now, with all that said, Matthew Stafford leads the NFL with 40 touchdown passes. I like him to go over 1.5 touchdown passes tonight. The Falcons have been looking for Kyle Pitts, and I believe that will continue tonight. Put some change on Kyle Pitts going over 4.5 receptions and over 55.5 receiving yards. Now, I like Bijan Robinson in both the run and pass game. Put some change on Bijan Robinson going over 100 yards rushing and receiving combined. Now, in the end, the Rams' offense is too dynamic and explosive, and I don't think that the Falcons can keep pace. I expect the Rams to move the ball and keep the Falcons' defense off balance. I'm fading the Rams to cover the spread tonight. All right, guys, this has been To the Points with Jerry Azumah. Make sure to like and follow, and as always, thanks for listening.